Hi everyone and welcome to this video where we will be looking at accounts receivable information for a company and how far past due some of a company's receivables are. So is this company's customers, or are these customers, are they paying in time based on the bills sent to them by our company? So let's take a look at this together. All right, on your screen we have a listing of sales amounts made to different companies. So the customers are the names of the customers are in column A. The amounts billed to the customer for each sale is in column B, and then in column C we have the due date. And you'll notice I filled in just these first two columns here with today's date. And we're assuming for the purposes of this video that today's date is December 31st, 2021. So we're a bit beyond that, but for the purposes of this video, we're just trying to calculate how far past due each of these sales are. All right, so let's make this bigger for everybody so that we can see this a little more easily. All right, so here is our information, sale amount, date that it's due, for the purpose of this video, today's date. All right, so the idea here is to say, well, how many days past October 3rd are we as of December 30th? So if today's date is December 31st and this was due back in October, we're 89 days past that due date. That's that calculation, right? And we just want to copy this formula, so I'm just going to put an absolute reference on G1 here. And then I always want to be pulling information from column C when I copy this formula. And this is all so that we can copy and paste formulas without affecting the cell references. All right, so I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to carry this all the way down by double clicking that little drop down arrow there. And you can see we have a listing now of all of our customers, as well as how far past due they are. Let's update this table here, and we're good to go. So this is days past due, and let's make this, we're going to just copy this formatting here. All right, there we go. And let's change this column to a number format. Okay. All right, so IBM, this bill, 89 days past due. All right, so let's use this and let's insert a pivot table. So we're going to say, let's do a pivot table. We're going to put it in a new sheet. And let's make this a little bit bigger if we can, maybe not. Let's put in the rows the customer. So we have a listing now of customers in the first column, and then in the values column, or what we want to put in here for values is the amount, or how far past due we are. So yeah, let's in the values field, let's add days past due. All right, this is going to show us the total number of days that 3M is past due across all of its purchases from this company, which, you know, that might be useful. Maybe something a little more useful would be like, let's calculate the average past due. All right, so now we have a listing of companies, and then the average number of days they go past their due dates. And looks like, for example, Audi has, you know, this is a customer that typically pays pretty late. 108 days is almost 4 months. And if we wanted to see what's going on here, we could double click on Audi, and what this creates is a listing of all the Audi bills, how much they were for, when their original due date was, and how far past due they are. It looks like for Audi, this particular invoice in July is an issue. We can't get paid for some reason. and maybe there's some kind of dispute, and we could use this information to reach out to Audi and try to settle this and get the payment made. All right, but that's the idea here. We go from having raw data about sales that we've made, and we've now transformed this into actionable information where now we have, for each unique customer, we can kind of get a sense for how quickly does that customer pay. All right, well, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.